Hey, welcome to On the Couch with JC. I'm here with a couple of fellas. I got my man Tricky, I got my man Jay, I got my little cousin D as an intern in here, and we here having a little conversation. And see, Tricky, you on a relaxed couch, so yeah,
right on. Very comfortable.
So basically, we don't really be talking to you.
All right. That's what's up.
So basically, first, I want to get a little bit into, your upcoming, your upbringing, where you from, and all that.
Right on.
I mean, of course I know, but we want the world to hear where you're from.
Well, I'm Southside from the Hundreds, 126th Street, Emerald, one block east of Halstead. My whole life, 40 years. Man.
Was it wild over there during that time?
Well, that's the nickname they gave it, Wild Hundred. So, of course, it was wild. It was wild, man.
How old are you?
I'm 45, man.
Oh, yeah, 45. Shit.
Yeah, we all in the same.
Amy was wild like 25 years ago. Shit.
Yeah, you talking like 90s.
Yeah, we all were there. Shit.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But it wasn't like it is now, though. I mean, I'll tell you that, though.
Question, though, what made you decide to go with the trucking life?
Man, Joe, so 93, bro, I got hit with some bullets, man, out in Harvey. And
was it gang bang?
Nah, this boy had nothing to do with gang bang, man. It was some personal shit. But I had an injury from my nerves, so I wear a brace, so can't do too much, like warehouse shit, you know what I'm saying?
Lifting and shit.
So I ended up being at this night job, security.
Well, if you might imagine how many bullets?
Three.
Where?
Like one was my leg, the other was like my thigh. But the way I got hit, I was like in a van, on the inside of a van. So they went to my stomach, so they had to cut me open to take them out. But it was an older dude though, man, at this place I work at security in USF Harlem. You know that company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was an older dude, like 70 years old. He come in, we was real cool. And he was like, man, you ever thought about driving a truck? I'm like, nah, but then I thought about it, shit, that's the perfect job for me because I ain't trying to do nothing too strenuous. I really can't. And I always like driving. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was young, I was spinning.
So you started in 93 driving truck?
No, I started in 98. 93 was when the accident happened.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah. So fast forward to 98.
Yeah.
When I was at that company, that's when I started. So from 98 to now.
You went to a school or you started through a company?
Yeah, I went to a school in New Buffalo, Michigan. Professional Drivers Institute. Yeah, I won't forget it.
So I take it what's the trucking school we went to? Progressive wasn't over there in Lansing at the time.
No.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
They got a spot in Lansing?
They had a spot in Lansing when we went over there in Cicero.
Oh, I thought they only had the two spots. The one we went to and the one on Belmont.
They had one up in Lansing too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember if they was there or not, but I know I called them on the phone, CRST.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I started with.
Nah, don't go there.
Shit, I did a whole year there. But as soon as I called them, shit, they was ready to ship me out like the next day on the bus. So I'm like, man, hold on, let me get like a week or so. And that's how I ended up in Michigan City, Indiana.
Same thing Transport America did.
That's cool. Yeah, they be ready to get your ass in.
Fresh out of class, nigga, we got you. You had no time to do shit on your record.
Right. And that's the thing about being a new and a trucking company. Know it? They figure, yeah, we got us one. We can
fresh version. We can train.
You know what I'm saying? Because new drivers, I feel like they get messed over coming in the door. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? Even now, new drivers going into these big companies, I feel like they don't know.
Well, because the pay difference is so big that if you go from making $5,000 a week to $1,000 a week, you cool, but you don't know you should be making $1,800 a week or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. They was doing us in because I started with a team, so it was me and a co-driver, but. We probably was getting like $300 a week between two of us.
I can believe that.
Yeah. I look back on it and see now, like, dang, they was raping our ass.
I started with CI England.
Oh yeah.
It was times where I got a $60 check. It was a time I got like a negative $70 check, not knowing and I'm taking this, and all I'm taking is like maybe $100 advance. But it's me and the trainer, and the trainer get part of my pay, and then I'm taking the advance out, and and I'm eating and all this stuff, but it's been times where I got a negative $70 check with this company.
See, our negative 70,
man.
No, when I did some shit, first of all, they had a signing bonus, which I should have been suspect of, because they ain't give you shit free.
Right.
You know, most jobs you have to work like if you get paid every 2 weeks, you have to work 3 weeks depending on when you came in, maybe 4.
Right.
So they gave you that. I think got like a $1,500 advance. I mean, when I got hired.
That was advance. That wasn't a
I call it advance because you don't get paid for a whole month. You know, you can do the whole 4 weeks. You got to stack up that 2 week check, and then you got to earn that next 2 week check before you get the check. So, well, first of all, I got thrown off because when I went there and shit, you know, I saw in the paper and shit, you know, I went there and shit, and they were like, yeah, I'm fresh out of school. They like, okay, well, he called one of the managers, they'll take him out on the road, see what he can do. Manager came back like, yeah, the trucks broke down. I'm like, okay, well, fuck it, you're hired. I'm like, really? Y'all don't want to see no skills? Nothing? And I was delivering downtown. Lord Walker Drive and shit.
Oh, damn.
Man, I didn't hit shit, but my partner, because I had to try to back up into some shit, man. One of these little small ass, tight ass docks, these small ass streets, I couldn't do it. My worker like, oh man, I got it. He Mexican. He got that motherfucker 12 people car like that shit. So I go back to work and shit. Well, I bring the truck back. He go, now you the one we paid to be a CDL driver, and you let this motherfucker drive, and he wrecked some shit. I'm like, hey man, it was, you know, y'all know the contract y'all got. This shit tight downtown. I hate it. Man, when I got out that company, I was so happy, man, to get on the road and go state to state and shit, man.
Straight away.
They had me delivering on 26th Street, man, to Foot Locker.
How you feel about over the road?
A semi though?
Yeah, 53 feet.
Yeah, you say what?
How you feel about doing this over the road versus regional or local?
Well, my first 2 years was over the road, bro, and I couldn't do it like for no 15, 20 years. I was tired of it then. I was only like 24 years old.
I done 6 months and I was ready to come home.
You got a family?
2 years.
Yeah.
Then I didn't, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I do, but then I was just a youngster, man. Still at home too, so I wasn't even on my own yet. I was staying with my pops, so all my money was mine. But that shit just was shower, drive, eat, sleep, shower, drive, eat, sleep. Mm-hmm. I did get to kick it because I had family in Houston. My man was in Atlanta, and I had family in San Diego. But I ain't really get to make it to San Diego. But Houston and Atlanta, yeah. So I took time off there and kicked it a lot. So that helped me get through that road. But
coast to coast, you been coast to coast?
Yeah, bro. My first load out of Chicago with my trainer was to California.
Oh, yeah, about the mountains.
The who?
The mountains.
Oh yeah, I love the mountains though.
Oh,
you love the mountains?
I mean, that's one memory I got from the road. Cause like when I started driving, bro, I had never been nowhere. Right. We ain't going on no family vacations. I had never been. Only place I've been was Arkansas. That my old man took me down there like fishing and to visit the family. And that was like some country shit. So, but when I first started driving just to see that shit, or when I first delivered and I was in Compton, after hearing NWA rap about the shit, man, you actually there, you know, right? Like I'm in Compton, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but one memory I do got in the mountains I remember is Lake Tahoe that I ain't been yet. It's still on my list to just go through there and see it. Just that shit was just nice to see riding through that motherfucker. You looking down on the Lake Tahoe in Arizona. Them two of the memories I got, like in the mountains over the road.
So how long were you over the road?
I did 2 years.
So sleeping in the back of the truck and all that shit.
Down in the trucks, I was hotel. I'm in the strip clubs. Yeah. I'm going across the border to Mexico.
That's
all that.
Me and Zach went down to Texas, and we went right there by Laredo, Texas, to the border.
Yeah.
I remember being at this one truck stop and a van come. I asked us, "Do we want to go over
take
there?"
you over. That's how we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared to go. I ain't go.
Yeah, it was legit. It was legit.
A van. I'm from Chicago. I'm in Texas,
Right.
Laredo, Texas, and a van pull up, be like, "Y'all want to go to Mexico?"
Yeah.
Look how he look. Like,
but you know what it was. See, I saw some of the other drivers. You know, some of the white boys. So, you know what I mean? It was actually 14 of us because he had a 14 passenger bag.
Yeah, it was a van.
Yeah,
well, what was that story? You was in Texas and you didn't know they had the open carry license?
That was in Texarkana. Texarkana.
Oh, right on the border between Arkansas and Texas.
Yeah.
He called me like he didn't understand the shit. Like, he didn't just walk around with pistols.
No, the fact that the old man put the gun in my face, and we in a truck stop.
Put the gun in your face for what?
Well, me and my best friend Zach, we went over the road. We just was going back and forth to Texas. We tried to, do the team thing. And we stopped in Texarkana at a truck stop. And we was the only blacks in there. And see, I wasn't dressing. Now I dress like a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I dressed like how I do walking the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got my jewelry on, nice clothes. Yeah. And we at this truck stop, and it was this old white guy in there. Mind you, we the only two blacks, but it was this old white guy in there looking like a hillbilly. He had the long white beard, long hair, the long cowboy jacket. He ain't have on a cowboy hat, but he had on a hat. I can't call it wasn't a cowboy hat though. And we sitting there waiting on our food. It was like ordered us food. So while we sitting there, the guy got to talking to us, telling us how he owned this land and how he had, people walk across his land 100 miles out, how he had shot at them and all this and that. So Zach just tapped me on the shoulder and said he finna go to the washroom. But as he walking off, the man still talking to us, telling the story. So while he in the midst of telling us the story, a waitress walking past and everything, the man pulled the gun out and just put it in my face and went boom. I just blew his head off.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sitting there stuck, like everything just dropped. Like I was just stuck, and I'm like,
and you don't do that where we from,
right? But this the part that tripped me out. We in the middle of a truck stop, in the middle of the restaurant part.
Bro, I think like everybody see the shit. Nobody reacted.
It was like a normal, like the waitress walked past, looking at it, and kept on walking, like still serving.
You want
like
the gun?
Nothing happened, and I'm sitting there stuck, ready to piss in my pants because ain't nobody saying nothing.
This is the 90s.
This was in
2000.
This is 2000. This was around maybe
2010. Shit.
No, 2008. 2000, because I was staying in Berwyn. This was 2006, 2007.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
Oh my God.
Right before Obama.
Yeah. And when Zach came back, I'm telling Zach, we need to go, Joe. I said, you ain't see the guy put the gun in my face. And he laughing, and ain't no everybody here still sitting there eating like ain't that happened. He think the stuff funny. I'm ready to go. Cause I'm looking at it as we the only two black guys. They might be racist. I don't know, but I think we finna get killed in here. This is how I'm thinking. Yeah, that was a scary moment for me. It really changed how I thought about truck stops. And Zach was like, well, look how you dress. You dress like, because he asked how the conversation started. He asked, was I from New York? Mm-hmm. But this was back when Academic was out. Mm-hmm. I had on a fresh pair of Air Max. I had on Academic from pants, jacket, shirt. So he asked me,
place like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he asked me, am I from New York? And I'm like, no, I'm from Chicago. So then he telling us where he from. He from Arkansas. That's when he get to talk about his land and how people can't trespass. And that's I haven't been back down that way since. And even if I would not stop at Texarkana for nothing in the world. Mm-hmm. You couldn't pay me to stop there.
Me neither, shit. Not even in the car going through that motherfucker.
Now, me and my wife, she want to move. Well, we gonna move to Vegas and shit. Mm. And a job not a problem. I mean, I had over 40 of them and shit. I'm 44. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, I just don't want to be somewhere where it's more white people than black people. And you see that shit that happen on the news, they be like, oh man, that shit never happened in Chicago and shit, because it's more black people did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You be out there on them dirt roads and shit. Don't nobody know where you at. This shit is fucking desert. Dirt. It's dirt, a town, dirt, and then another town and shit. So I'm like, you know, and I don't handle that shit well, because even when I got into conflicts, even out south, even in California, and even in New York and shit, you know, I mean, I was young, I was in my 20s and shit, because we was in Harlem and shit. I had dreads and shit. These niggas stepped up to us, and I didn't understand that Harlem niggas don't like Brooklyn niggas. Now, Brooklyn niggas got dreadlocks. Harlem niggas look like niggas you see on Lake Street. So, they like, man, so we walking down 125th Street, like tourists. We even got a fucking camcorder. Big ass one back in the day. You know, this is like 95, 96.
VHS tape and that.
Yeah, big ass. Full flash. Nigga, not the mini tape, the full flash, take it out, put it right in the video. So these niggas step up to us and shit like, no, get mad, we like 5 or 6 deep, right? But we all got dread. They're like, man, what the fuck y'all doing over here? These niggas bitch up. I'm like, nigga, what? Nigga, what you mean? Like, nigga, what you, nigga, you like, what? I go, what? Nigga, where you from? Ooh, nigga, west side. That nigga said, west side of what? I looked at him, nigga, west side of Chi-Town, motherfucker. Chi-Town, Chicago? I'm like, yeah, nigga. Man, at that point, he's our best friend. Yeah. He took me to the weed spots, took me to the bodegas, he took me to the record store, like, damn, you guys show this, you guys. And my name was Chi-Town from that point on and shit. He never even took the time to learn my real name. Right. But the thing is, the other 4 niggas, they ditched up. I'm like, nigga, I'm from Chicago. See, the thing about Chicago, nigga, you believe if you make it in Chicago, you can make it any motherfucking way.
But why is it that, you know, because us being from Chicago and you've been out of town, with this truck, and when you out of town, you tell a person you from Chicago, do they like, oh, you from Chicago? Act like bro, it's something.
Bro, I've been in Jamaica and they did that shit.
Yeah,
I was in Jamaica one time, bro, and hollering at some dude just on the resort. Yeah, Jamaican dude, the local. Like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Chi-Town. Respect mine. Just, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Yeah.
I went on a cruise.
Bringing over the world. Shit.
I went on a cruise and shit, right? And I flew to Florida, took a cruise to Panama, Belize, and Costa Rica. On the cruise, I met another nigga. He like, where you from? I'm like, Chicago. I'm like, nigga, me too. I'm like, straight up. He like, man, it's like, man, there's a lot of niggas from Chicago here. I'm like, really? We in the club. You go watch it. Skee! Man, about motherfucking 13 motherfuckers that shit. And that's only some Chicago shit. Right. I thought it was just some West Side shit. So I thought, man, you do skee! Motherfuckers gonna respond and shit no matter what country they in. And shit like, goddamn. Wow. You know, we just influence shit, you know? But man, you know, that shit was fun though.
Yeah. I want to talk to you about this cryptocurrency. I know you're big on that.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say I'm big on it because I'm still learning. But I am in it.
You in the Dogecoin thing?
Yeah. I got some of that. I got a few of them. But
how long you been in it?
Not long, bro. Maybe like late last year.
Oh, you got a piece of the Bitcoin?
I got a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, literally, a little bit, but not much. But I mean, of course, we know what that shit costs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that shit.
It's like last I checked, like 40-something thousand.
36.
Yeah, it dropped. I just checked it. It's like 48 right now, but that shit had made it up to 60 at one point.
Yeah.
But,
so what are you doing? Are you in it for a long run, or
I'm in
are
it
you
for
waiting
the long run
to make a certain peak and then you gonna cash out?
I'm in it for the long run.
I do both.
But see, I don't see. Well, I believe. I be like, you know, because like I was telling him about this new one that I got involved with called Shiba. Mm-hmm. You know,
I wish you wouldn't have said that live because I'm trying to jump on that before it go up.
Never mind.
It is what it is. Don't talk about it now, though. I'm just talking shit.
That's another coin. I ain't even heard of that.
Yeah,
either, but
and let me tell you, it's like, man, it's fucking. How much you want for it? Like .000. That shit is so ridiculous, man. I bought damn near 1 million shares for like $33 and shit.
Oh,
So I mean, if I win or lose, if I lose, I lost $33.
yeah.
If I win, if this shit go up to 2 cents, because right now it's like .00000. I think there's 4 zeros. 1614.
Right.
So that shit go up to 2 cents. I make 20 grand.
Right.
And shit, you know, if I don't, it's $32. That's spend that on beer and shit.
Yeah.
In half a week, shit. So I ain't even gonna worry about it.
So I be listening to these when I'm in the truck. I let it play. And you young, bro. How old are you?
14.
14. You involved in any crypto at all?
No, not involved, but I know a lot about it.
Okay.
You need to get in and
So this is like what I look for now. What I learned is like what it's connected to, not just because it's not that expensive like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you gotta watch the news and see what directly affect your money.
Right. Because some of them are connected to like Tron is one that I'm probably gonna grab now, but they just merged with Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Tron?
Yeah, Tron is one. You know what I'm saying? It's an Asian dude, young Asian dude started it, but it's got a lot of other things connected to it. It's like a platform with like kind of like Netflix.
What's the letters for?
I don't know the letters, but it's TRON if you put it in Tron.
Okay.
No, well,
And that's a crypto, so can I go on Robinhood for that? Or
yeah,
I'm on Coinbase and Crypto.com.
Yeah, I'm on Crypto.com. Coinbase won't let me in because my ID expired 2 years ago.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's on Robinhood or not though, but
I got quite a few.
You say it's on crypto though?
I'm on the Ameritrade.
Now, what's the name of it?
Tron.
I'm on the Ameritrade. I'm on Robinhood. I'm on Coinbase.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this Webull. I got
got
the Blockfolio. It's another thing my guy put me on called Pocket Options. That's something I need to know. And I just downloaded the Crypto.com. I actually just joined it as we were setting this up.
Right.
So I'm trying to get into all that, but I got some shares that I buy for the long run.
Yeah.
And then I got some shares that I just been sitting back watching that I noticed in a day. Like if I can catch it in the wee hours of the morning, it might be at like 40 cents. And by maybe 11 o'clock in the morning, that shit has shot up to like 70 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I see it, catch it in the wee hours, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm getting up for work. Shit, spend a couple of $100 and by afternoon, sell that shit.
Yeah.
I'd have made a couple of bucks.
How do I search for a coin? I'm gonna try to find Tron. How do I search for it?
What's this one right here?
Just crypto coin.
Crypto.com?
Yeah. Where's the fucking search button at?
Yeah, I don't see that shit.
Yeah.
These are the ones you got?
No, those ones are following.
Yeah,
I only got 2. What Tron? You said it.
I think.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
What's the alphabet for it?
TRX.
TRX.
It's at 12 cents right now.
Yeah, see, I've been writing shit down.
Yeah, man, my notebook is in my little. I got a little small little notebook. Is in my fucking bag. Okay, let's see what they did in the week.
Yeah, I do all that too. Look and see what they done for the week.
Hey, but I'll be checking out y'all in tune with since podcast everywhere. Chris Cole,
Chris Cole,
BNX, 19 Keys. They got a little platform. BWO.
book back by me, cause I'm gonna break that down too.
Yeah, but when I checked them out, they gave a strategy called Fat Lady strategy, kind of like what you said.
Okay.
Like when you triple your money, take out half.
Chris Cole, COLE.
Yeah. Chris Cole, 19 Keys, and BNX. They platform is BWO.
What's the code? Okay. Do anybody see it? I'm not seeing it.
For which one?
Code.
No, that's a dude. Chris Cole is his name.
No, this is like a podcast.
Yeah.
Well, what's the app? I mean, what's the coin?
No, they ain't got nothing. They be schooling you on the crypto.
We got all some shit in there.
Yeah. They be letting you know. But the strategy they said is kind of like what Johnny just said, how you take it out. But they say,
All right, they put your phone down. We don't lie. Put your phone
when
down.
you triple.
I'm trying to make some money, nigga. Fuck this podcast. I'm trying to see how the stock, how all the market looking, nigga. Shit. And if y'all watching, y'all may be on your phone too. Shit.
Like
Crypto.com. Goddamn it, get up to it.
my daughter cousin said, because right now we don't have any viewers, but he said never let that discourage you. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Eventually, you see, because I can tell right now if anybody watching. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We here having a conversation. So back to
It's
this.
like I make like them motherfuckers ain't even here, man. Shit.
Right.
So like, well, you already know every morning the first person I listen to on my ride to work while I'm at work until I get to the customer, I'm watching Roland Martin.
Okay.
And that's I really like you to send me things that I be wanting to watch, but it's just that I got so used to I gotta watch my Roland Martin. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch him. He talking about something because I try my best to get into these politics.
Yeah.
At least these days.
Back
when I was his age.
Yeah.
Hell no, not even in my 20s, my late 20s. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about no
I ain't give a fuck to Barack Obama.
Honestly,
that's my style vote. No, I voted for Bill Clinton too. So.
You know what? Honestly, I ain't gonna even say I really got. I was happy that we had a black president. I really didn't get serious until Trump got into the chat.
Yeah, when she got fucked up, we all got serious.
I kind of got scared because just the things that he have done. What I heard he done because hell, some of the shit we haven't seen or we don't know for sure. Now some of the shit he have done, the stupid shit, grabbing in the pussy and all that other crazy shit. We see that this man capable of doing all I can think of. He finna start a war with China. We all finna die. You know, that's how I was thinking when he first became president. Because of his filter. He has no filter.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, man, he gonna say something. He gonna kick off a war. We gonna look like one of those third world countries over here. That's how I was thinking.
But see, the thing about Trump, when he came into office and shit, you know, I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm not poor neither.
All right.
So I guess they would probably class me as middle class or some shit, you know. And even during the pandemic and shit, I worked with CT. My job didn't close. We kept coming. Actually, I was making more money during the pandemic than I was before the pandemic and shit. Right. So, you know, the shit he talked about, it really doesn't affect me. I have health insurance. I have a job. You know, so I'm not looking for the government for anything, but I don't know that other side of the realm of shit. Motherfuckers who are bartenders, motherfuckers who are waitresses and shit, how they took the hit and shit, because they took it hard. Right. You know, I'm blessed. My job kept going. My girl was able to quit her job and get unemployment, and she been getting it since the shit began in March, and you still, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, you know, so Trump, he's just an asshole. He dumb as fuck, but shit, you know, I really didn't have no other opinion about that because the shit he was doing didn't really affect me. Right.
I mean, it didn't affect me either.
Exactly.
But
if you making money and you working. Okay,
but that was, as you can see, I wasn't worried about whether I was going to lose my job. I was more so worried about, am I going to lose my, is this, I was thinking more so of.
On a broader level.
Yeah. I wasn't too much concerned about the trucking industry. You know what I'm saying? Mm. It's more so the other shit that he may do that may cost us our lives. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I still, even though people say it ain't his fault, I still feel like he could have done better when this pandemic kicked in. Even though it probably was a blessing for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like he could have done better to prevent. Hell, I lost a few friends. I got one of my guys that used to help me out with the trucking. He used to do my plates for me. Man, rest his soul, my boy Kevin. He used to do my place, and I used to get him for $1,100.
Trust me, by all means, I am
that's not cheap for plates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he passed from COVID, so it's like, and a few other people that passed from it. So it's like
it's real.
Yeah, and he could have prevented that shit. And he could have done a better job.
Because wait, like we said something, and I am in no way defending Trump, but see, when the COVID first started. We thought it was like SARS or H1N1. We didn't think it was going to go 14 fucking months and shit, a year plus 2 months. You know, nobody thought it was going to be like that. No. And we all was estimating when it first started, it was like, oh, don't wear face masks and shit. Then that changed.
Who told you that though?
Huh?
Who told you don't wear masks?
The Fauci, the fucking president. I mean, the president doctor, the nigga who be on TV every day, something. And then that little
Trump told him.
And then the chick with the little African name and shit. I can't even pronounce it. She speaks English and Spanish fluently. She do the podcast. She do the interview in English. And she do it over in Spanish, and she do that shit fluently. So, I don't know where she from, but her. But like, nobody took it serious because we had never faced shit like that before.
Right.
And we didn't think it was, man, if never in my life, if you would told me like, yeah, the government, the whole country gonna shut down for a year. I'm like, nigga, stop bullshit. Even after 9/11, we only shut down for a couple of days and shit, nigga. We not gonna shut down for a whole year. And they closed.
So when did you take it serious?
I took it serious. I took it serious April of last year.
April.
That's when it started, shit, eh?
Yeah.
Well, it started in March.
Yeah.
You see, that's when my daughter, they sent the kids home from school.
Yeah.
And my wife stopped working because she has lupus. She's highly susceptible. I have sarcoidosis, which is a lung disease. I'm highly susceptible. My mom, she's 62. She's highly susceptible. So when I started seeing, I'm like, oh yeah, this shit's real. So now I gotta protect myself. But now my wife ain't working. She in the unemployment. Actually, unemployment was more than what she was making. But then I'm the only one having to keep going out there into the world. Everybody else was homebound.
And you have a health issue, and you still had to go out into the world.
Yeah. I mean, I took the 14 days that they give me and shit, but still, I mean, I'm in that bitch. When I walk in the booth, I sanitize everything I'm gonna touch. I got rubber gloves on. I got face masks on. I get on them, and then rubber gloves are not for all day. When I leave the house, I put the rubber gloves on just for the bus ride. When I get off the bus, I take the motherfuckers off because they're dirty. And then I go inside the booth. That's when I start cleaning and shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers be walking around all day with rubber gloves on, and you still slapping your face and doing all that shit. You defeating the purpose and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Trick, when did you take it serious?
Man, to this day, I'm gonna say I take it serious, but probably not 100.
No, you think it's like
You got the vaccine?
I didn't get no vaccine.
Are you getting it?
No. You know what? Let me tell you why I say. Let me give my reason. When it first started, I've been out here since it started too.
Mm-hmm.
So we ain't shut down. Mm-hmm. So in the truck, I was out here. Now I'm going in the rail yards, which we using the fingerprint.
Right.
Rail yards, it's all touchscreen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the first 2, 3, maybe I say 3, 4 weeks. I'm not gonna name the rail yards on camera, but they was cleaning the shit out of them motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you pull up, they were saying, "Hold up, let me wipe it down." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And all that shit. But after like 3 weeks, them motherfuckers was gone.
Everybody like that.
So I'm coming in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We steady touching. Now I have my own wipes, wipe the screen down, or either put a glove on. But now the rail yard, you got thousands of truck drivers coming in that motherfucker every day from everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang.
It's not feasibly possible to clean that motherfucker down. Everything that these truck drivers touch.
But they could have said call in. When drivers come in, call on the phone. My thoughts was a company this big is not even taking it that serious. Cause y'all done stopped cleaning shit. We coming in here like it was regular. Like before, you know what I'm saying? It's like they took it serious the first 3 weeks. But then after that, you know what I'm saying? Then around my crib, I went to this restaurant and the sign said, any kids under 10 don't need no mask on. So I'm like, what kids under 10 can't catch the shit or?
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just seeing shit that just didn't make sense to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they saying the shit on the surface, then it was airborne. You know what I'm saying?
No face mask and yes face mask.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I watched this interview. I sent you the interview, so you say you be on your Roland Martin. Maybe you ain't catch that shit.
Which one is you talking about?
It was a German lawyer that was suing over this shit in Germany. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember his name.
I don't think I looked at it.
But it's on dude platform that was interviewing the mob people, the mob motherfuckers and shit.
Vlad?
Not Vlad. I can't think of it. He from Iran. I don't know his name. Valuetainment. That's his platform. Valuetainment. Yeah. He interviewed a lot of people, but I seen that one, man, and it was just, I don't know, man. Then you got them other doctors, the front line doctors that be doing a lot on it.
But see, well, I took two things from it and shit. Like, first of all, if you understand the New World Order, you understand it's population control. Mm-hmm. So it's like the United States government doesn't give a fuck if we lose 400,000 motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. There's already too many motherfuckers any motherfucking way. So when Trump was in office and shit,
too many motherfuckers that they can't control.
Yeah. Right. So when Trump was in office and shit, it's like, it's like, yeah, we could lose 500,000 motherfuckers. It still wouldn't make a dent. There's so many motherfuckers in America, like 250 million motherfuckers, probably more by now because my numbers was all dated and shit. It's more about that money. And that's why we opened up sooner than we were prepared to. And that's why that shit backfired on our ass and that shit exploded and shit. But at the same time, once again, government and businesses do not give a fuck about human lives. Even when they exploded again, you saw businesses going against the grain trying to stay open. Because if you got a business and this how you feed your family, nigga, if I don't do this, I'm out robbing.
I was all for we just sitting down for a whole month. The whole country just shut this shit down for a whole month, like China did. Because it's funny how they got over the shit super. Like I'm pretty sure they had some. I heard they had some more people catching the shit, but not as bad.
The numbers was low.
Yeah,
but for how much they were paying?
Yeah, but for the so-called, because I don't know how true that is. Started from over there, and then quickly
they contained
that shit done though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why the whole world should have done the same shit,
but we don't operate like they operate. We put money above human lives.
Some countries didn't even get that shit. Like
But did you hear what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
If we gonna lose $100 billion or lose 400,000 lives, shit. Let's get rid of them 400,000 motherfuckers. It's already too many motherfuckers anyway. Like Trump said, they probably don't welfare any shit anywhere. They got that Chinese flu and shit. No. It's the government is already working on two things: how to get life on another planet and how to control this population. The birth rate is almost 3 times as much as the death rate. So if 5 motherfuckers die today, 15 motherfuckers are born. So we're gonna run out of resources anyway. Have you ever watched that shit on Netflix called Seaspiracy?
No.
Talking about how the plastic is contaminating the oceans. Mm-hmm. The whales and dolphins, they consume 85% of the carbon dioxide and make it back into oxygen. Trees the rainforest only account for 15%. You want to keep talking about that? They say the rainforest, no. Stop fishing. But you can't say that shit because if you start going to stop fishing, that means stop eating fish, and you realize, okay, the mercury, all that shit is in the water. The small fish eat it. The big fish eat them. The big fish eat them, and then we eat them. Mm-hmm. So that's all in our body. But if you're gonna say, okay, stop eating fish, you might as well say stop eating all meat. Because if you want to do the diagram of diseases and contagions and shit, it all comes down from meat. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to do that. So they say protect the rainforest. Nigga, that's only 15% of the carbon dioxide on Earth. We need to protect the fucking oceans. But they're not doing that because there's money in that. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about nobody. It's about money. Money makes the world go round. There's too many motherfuckers on Earth. And they not afraid to lose a couple of million. That's why we go to war every time. Shit, knock off a couple million. Make them respect you. What, a country over there acting the ass? Nigga, bomb their ass. Kill a couple 100,000. They gonna respect your ass more? And that's how we is. We America is gangsters. Yeah, we owe China, we owe everybody else, but the only motherfuckers we are afraid to go to war with is China. Because these motherfuckers been perfecting their skills for over 400 years and shit. 1,000 years, even if you really go back into it. These motherfuckers are kamikaze. They will get in the plane and crash into your ship. Die just for their country and shit. Are you willing to do that?
Not at all.
Not at all. Exactly. So you can't compete with a motherfucker. You can't compete with a nigga like that.
I know. I saw you brought up. I love them fucking shoes, man. I love them. I'm studying looking at it like, I love those fucking shoes.
I don't even know the name, bro. I've been working in it, though. I got another pair
How
out there.
comfortable is it?
They super comfortable, bro. And I wear the brace because I got hit, so.
So
Yeah.
I want to put it on the level.
They not Air Max,
I want
bro.
to put it on the level of, because to me the most comfortable shoes is New Balance.
Yeah, New Balance. I was gonna say that shit too. Yeah,
To me,
New Balance.
New Balance is the most
I ain't
comfortable.
had no pair.
So
Since
you
the
can't
short.
even compare it then.
I ain't had no New Balance since the short.
Me neither, but I remember the motherfuckers coming to the
Oh,
motherfucker.
I had a pair recently. Like I was just talking to my old lady, thinking about getting another pair, because I was just telling her, man, the most comfortable out of all the shoes I wear, I got hella fucking shoes.
Yeah.
But the most comfortable shoes to me has always been New Balance, and it's like shit.
You ever been to Vegas?
Another pair. Work wise, I ain't never been like far as vacation.
That's why.
Huh?
Yeah, Vegas, man. I went to Vegas. I had some motherfucking Air Force Ones. I had some black casual Doc Martin shoes and shit. Basically, wasn't none of these shoes made for walking. They made for staying still and taking pictures.
Yeah.
You go to Vegas, your ass walking. I'm walking up, man. My feet was, man. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, man, y'all tell me it's gonna be like, cause this is my first time going.
Yeah.
Man, they walked the shit out of me, man. Man, it was like walking. I don't know who walked a lot. Moses walking with Moses in the pair of Air Force Ones on soft sand and shit. Them motherfuckers ain't built for comfort. You need some Air Max, something with an air bubble in that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like trying to wear that.
Well,
All stars.
I'm just like, I like them fucking shoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you the link, bro.
Yeah.
They don't even cost that much.
Oh, I see the soul. Oh,
like
yeah,
spring,
yeah.
bro.
You got that look. They all separate. You know, they all separate. Yeah.
They definitely come.
Man, please. I went to Vegas, man. My feet hurt. Man, I brought 4 pair of shoes and one. None of them Vegas. Well, none of them Vegas worthy.
Yeah, no. Air Force Ones for a picture.
Yeah. I wore these Timberlands up to Wisconsin for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin cold in the motherfucker.
Them not built for cold.
Yeah, exactly. Timberlands are not built for cold.
I
Yeah.
really rock a pair of Nike boots before I rock.
Exactly. Well, I didn't know. I ain't been there in a long time. Shit, maybe not in the wintertime. Who goes to something in the wintertime? You know, we went there for the Super Bowl because my cousin stayed up there. Man,
get out of here.
my feet was froze all
get your case,
fucking
Ladybug.
weekend. I was trying 2 pairs of socks and all kind of shit, man. I'm like, man, Joe, this city dressing that we do, this shit is just for taking pictures, styling and profiling. This shit ain't made for walking. This shit ain't made for cold weather. Timberland boots ain't shit, man.
Hell no. Honestly, I
paid $1.50 for these motherfuckers. They wouldn't even keep my feet warm.
I can't remember last time I had a pair of Timberlands, but I do remember the last time I did have a pair. I said I never got another pair.
Yeah, this is my last pair.
It was in the cold. My feet was freezing.
Yeah, I've been out of tears.
I get more warmth in my work boots, man. Shit.
But you know what? I gotta take that back. Cause my work boots, now that you mention it, but they what's the name? They Timberlands, but they what's the name of those Timberlands? But they got what's insulated in the inside.
Oh, so you know Timberland got like shit like 20 below, 40 below, 30 below, right?
Yeah, these basically working boots with the hard toe and everything. Yeah, that's what these Timberlands is for, but they insulated in the inside. I only wear them for work. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I only put them on when I'm finna get either real dirty, or if one of these companies I go to won't require that I have on steel toes or hard toes. Mm-hmm. For the most part, I be wearing like Nike boots. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But we can't wear steel toes because of third rail.
Because of who?
Third rail.
Oh, the third rail. You
on
said
the train.
Yeah, third
shit, I don't even think you need steel toe for the third rail. You can't. You gon'
Nigga, I used to have a wallet with a chain. I couldn't even wear that because the arc could jump from the third rail to the metal and shit. So I had to take all that shit off and shit when I go down on the tracks and shit.
Really?
Yeah, electricity can jump, nigga. Especially if you don't find nowhere else, it's gonna follow the path of the least resistance. And that's normally in your ass and shit. Man, I just seen some shit on the train, man. My God. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Before I started working for CTA, man, I didn't know there was motherfucking black people out here like that, man.
Like what?
Like, I mean, there's a nigga named Cadillac. I used to work at Pulaski. I come there, I used to work the midnight shift, 10 at night to 6 in the morning. I come there at 10, that nigga out there stretched out on a piece of cardboard on the ground. And when I leave at 6 in the morning, he was still there. So after a while, I'm like, man, why don't you go to a shelter? Like, nah, they got too many rules. You would rather sleep on the fucking concrete than go follow somebody's rules? That's why you're homeless. You probably didn't even want to follow the rules at your auntie house or your sister house, wherever you was at. You know? But that's just the mentality of these motherfuckers right now. It's like you run across so many motherfuckers you don't know if they drug addicts or mental patients until you start talking to them. When you start talking to them, he say, yeah, this nigga ain't dealing with it for a decade. I just like, yeah, I'm in the bathroom.
A lot of people out here, I wouldn't say they have a mental issue. It's more so of the background of where they come from, and they just didn't know no better. Like for instance, like Tricky said, before he started driving trucks, he didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So picture a motherfucker that was on that block and really didn't go nowhere. The furthest he went was in maybe a 4. I'm gonna give it a 5-block span. Damn, his whole life.
Yeah,
he don't know shit.
Yeah,
but it's not about knowing shit. It's about your behavior. Like, okay, let's say one thing I said: if you woke up broke, you ain't no business going to bed last night. Mm. So it's motherfuckers who only know this 4-block radius, but they making money because they know how to maneuver in these 4-block radius. Okay. A lot now. That's when we was in the game. But now the game has changed. Motherfuckers out here all day selling whatever they are selling just to get high, get drunk, and eat. And they go to bed, they wake up broke again. Got to start all over again. That's not proper financial management. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do anything, you still got, it like, even with CTA, it like, I'm still part-time. I'm at like 17. Full-time is 36. I'm about to get turned over. But, you know, it happened. Don't know. It don't bother me because I know what it costs for me to live. I know how many hours I have to do to live and still stack bread. So it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you stack. I can make twice as what I make, but if I'm jacking off all of it, it don't fucking matter.
True.
You know, I'm making 16 and I'm able to stack $1,000 a month. Imagine what I can do at 36. You know, you know what I'm saying? You got to cut your overhead down. You got to stop buying that bullshit. You got to, nigga, I don't even go out. Right. When you start stacking money, you're going to lose 2 things. You're going to lose sleep and you're going to lose friends. And I'm cool with that because ain't nobody going to take care of my child. Ain't nobody going to take care of my wife. I need to stack as much bread as I can. See, I go in, I work 7 days a week because I got tired of doing doubles. I don't want to do 16 hours because they drain my body. But I can do 8 every day. So that's why I work every day. Every day I'm at work. Every day. 6 in the morning to 2. And that's cool. I get out at 2 o'clock. It's the whole day to myself. Yeah, you know.
No off days.
No off days. Unless me and my wife doing something special like last week. It was our anniversary, so we went to the hotel. So I took that weekend
basically, he worked on his off days.
Yeah. I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
But you still take your ass.
There's some good ass off days.
Yeah. In case I need to do something, I got it. But if I ain't doing shit, what I'm doing? Sit at home watch Netflix?
Monday always been the hardest week for me. Hardest day for me.
Oh yeah, it's always hard Monday. That's why I definitely got Monday, y'all.
That'd be like when I go to work, I'll be praying, look, on because they dispatch me on a Friday. And I'll be praying when that dispatch come in for Monday, they ain't got me really going for Monday. You need to send me wherever the fuck you want. But now, because I've been, fuck it. God, you know, I don't too much of that. I do karate class now. I've been doing it for a couple of months now. So I have to have certain days local so I can make it to this class. So it's now that I do that, it's like, okay, if I'm going to go long, you got to send me long Sunday to deliver on Monday so I can have my ass back Monday because you ain't finna send me nowhere long Monday because Tuesday I got to have my ass in class. Right. And that's why I left the Black Salon, left the Newport Salon start smoking these motherfuckers. Cause an hour of that class, hell, 15 minutes into the class, and I be feeling like I'm about to die in that class. So imagine an hour and shit, and you smoke the blacks. Boy, I instantly say, yeah, it's time for me to let this shit go. And hey, I'm trying to slow up with these because I still be having a hard time trying to get through the hour. It's just one-on-one with me, and I don't like to call him no master, but technically that's what he is. No, he's that's just it. You have a sensei, then you have a shodan, and so forth.
Are they different levels?
Yeah, it's different levels to this shit.
Okay.
So technically, he like a shodan to me somewhat, but in a way, it's like he's like the master that trains me, and it's one-on-one. I'm doing. It ain't no other people in the class with me, just me. So I'm really learning this shit. You know what I'm saying? He basically focusing just on me. Ain't no chance of me fucking up, and he paying attention to it.
What made you do that, bro? For the exercise?
I've been off and on with martial arts and boxing classes shit for years. Like this is actually my 4th time taking martial arts class. What you pointing at my daughter?
No, boy, did you lick it? You gotta stop drinking that shit.
I'm a weekend man. I don't drink during the week. I can go without drinking on the weekend.
But do you go hard on the weekend?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. You know how long that's been sitting on my top of my refrigerator?
Right.
And you see how much in there?
Right, as long as the one you got on top of my refrigerator been sitting there.
See what I'm saying? I don't drink, like I only drink on weekends. During the week, I don't pick up shit.
Okay.
And my daughter been doing it for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and I noticed the better she getting, the more boisterous she getting. Like, you know, it's one thing because
what else she is?
She's gonna be a yellow. She actually really is a yellow. She just haven't took the
That's
test
right
yet.
before black.
That's no. She still got a couple more belts today.
Yeah, I think my.
And she don't go to class every day. She should be further along than what she is, but she don't go to class every day. So, but when I say voices, like for instance, I notice how she talked back, but it ain't bad. But I'm already picturing it like, okay, I'm noticing she's starting to talk back and get a little smarter. I'm thinking the better she gets, she might think she can whoop you. 12. She's 12. You see how I can see my daughter now talking shit, and all I'm thinking about, like, if I get too rough with her, she fuck me up.
No. She ain't talking back because of karate. She's talking about because she that age. Because my daughter could be 10.
She at the age where I understand. She at the age. I understand she at the age. But us being black folks, we're not like Caucasian people where they just